So now it's come to the deliberate murder of policemen in retaliation for the shooting and killing of black men by police officers. The people responsible for this, the murderers, are black men, former servicemen in the military. One was a Marine, the other was in the reserves. When I heard this, I could see two big problems. The first is that military servicemen, soldiers, are usually well trained in the use of firearms, as well as tactical deployment when it comes to engagement with the enemy. The second is that former servicemen, as a group, are highly likely to acquire, legally, of course, and without arousing suspicion, a substantial stockpile of serious weapons. Then I thought of two more troubling factors that make these individuals especially dangerous. The first of these is that many former servicemen are suffering from some sort of mental instability, up to and including post-traumatic stress disorder. That can make them defensible, jumpy, and irritable, delusional and paranoid, distrustful of authority. They are fully prepared to believe in conspiracy stories, such as the system-wide targeting of black men by white police officers, and to seek a remedy as perfect justice in the ambush and execution of police officers, especially whites. The last nudge in this devastating equation is that people trained in the military often excel in following orders. When they hear that white police officers are deliberately killing young black men without being charged for it, and that something should be done about this in the biblical eye for an eye, and further, if something is not done, the killing will continue and the white cops will be exonerated, as they have always been, they will continue to get away with murder. And so, hearing this, a call to duty, a call to arms, these former military personnel do what they do. They go to war. And in war, the killing is not murder. It's justified. You are destroying the enemy, making them pay for what they've done. It's not murder. It's righteous execution. It makes chilling sense to hear that white police officers have been ambushed and executed by a former military man who is black. We have only to conjure the name of Timothy McVeigh to know the lengths in which a veteran will go to redress what he considers the injustices of the system. And the terrorists have similar justification for the terrible things that they do: jihad, holy war. And now they don't even need bombs or guns. Now they drive vehicles into crowds, killing as many as they can. I was thinking about this when I was at a swimming pool the other day. It was a shallow pool, excellent for families and young children. It was a very warm day, on the verge of being hot, and when the sun emerged from behind a billowing white cloud, the light sparkled on the clear, cool, blue water. There was quite a commotion from the youngsters playing in the pool. Surrounding the pool was a cement deck. On it were many chairs and recliners. Adults were draped over this summer furniture, taking in the sun's rays, reading books and magazines, chatting amiably to each other or on their phones. Many of the younger adults were sporting florid tattoos. At the edge of the deck there was a chain-link fence about 10 feet tall. The fence is backed by many large leafy trees, giving the pool a beautiful sylvan setting and providing patches of shade for those who like that. There is an old 2-story stone and brick building at one end of the pool, now used as a restroom facilities, changing rooms, and a headquarters for the staff, a young group of lifeguards armed with whistles and flotation devices. Next to this building is the sole entrance to this pool. I was in the shallow end with a 1-year-old friend, and I thought, here is the perfect place for someone intent on wreaking damage, murder, fear, and harm. They could occupy the entrance, acting alone, easily keep people away by shooting them down, and then pick off targets on the deck furniture and in the pool. The people would panic. After the first dozen were already dead, try to climb the fence and escape. This would not be successful. If the killer was efficient and had sufficient firepower, he could execute everyone in the pool with little or no resistance. It's a fairly remote location. He might even be able to walk away after his work was done, 50, 60, 70 dead. That was an upsetting moment in the pool. Destruction is so much simpler than creation. People who seem to know say the killings will continue and that we should be prepared.